Welcome back. You're watching a special movie edition of Africa Journal with me, Okuyoko. Ravneet Chada was an accountant until she turned 40 and decided to make a lifelong dream of becoming a filmmaker come true. Her most recent film, Subira, won 8 international awards and got rave reviews at FESPACO. She led us into her life and her imagination and told us what making movies means to her.
Masaa ya asubuhi na mapema, mwilini mwangu kisiani langu. Kuna pilka za wanaume. Mara nyingi huwa naota kutembea huko nikiwa peke yangu. Naiuliza bahari, imenipangia mimi siri gani katika kibaya?
I started writing this story that was very dear to my heart called Subira. It's about these 3 generations of women, you know, the 11-year-old rebellious girl, so that's the girl child, and then the mother of the girl, who is the traditionalist, who wants to appear good in the eyes of society, and she's the keeper of rules, really. And then there's the granny, you know, who's a compassionate and also wise, and so she is the ally of Subira.
Watu daima watakuambia, ingawa jinsi ilivyokuwa, lazima uwe mkweli binafsi.
It is my own story, but the setting is in Lamu. What attracted me to Lamu was, you know, the narrow roads, which are so specific to Lamu, and this is where I grew up, in a small town in India, which also had these small narrow streets called gullies, and I think that's what my attraction to Lamu was. It was my own self, you know, at 11-year-old rebelling against rules and all that.
Lamu!
Naanza kuchaibisha, harakisha, kaza mwendo.
The actors were all non-actors, they were originally from the island. I didn't have a choice, I wanted to be in their language. They don't speak English anyway. And actually I don't speak Swahili, you know, so very little Swahili. So we had to, it was very tedious, we had to go through an interpreter. He had to understand first what I'm trying to say as a director. So?
Weka akili yako kwenye kazi. Weka akili yako kwenye kazi.
Babu, unahisi vipi ulipoteza dada Bakari? Wacha wewe. Nataka kurudi.
Njoo hapa. Angalieni jinsi alivyo.
The theme of the film is conformity versus freedom, you know. So conformity in society till some point, I think it works. But if you're going to live your entire life by how others perceive you, I think it's really a small space to be in. And this is something that I've struggled with even with myself. Like even for filming, in my life, I created my freedom now at the age of 44, you know, with the success of Subira. Because like Subira, I wanted to jump in the ocean and find the freedom in that little very sweet dream that she had. So my vision, when we are casting, for example, I can tell my casting agent that I'm looking for example, a face like this, that's so old and there's so much wrinkles around it. So this is, look at the geography of his face. shows us so much. He's been hardworking in the sun, and there's a lot of wisdom and, you know, a lot of character in his face. It's absolutely exhilarating, you know. And it's hard work, but if your passion is there, you're going to find your feet, you know. Just believe in yourself and be true to yourself. So just figure out what is it, where is your story coming from? Because if it comes from a deeper place, it's bound to have that success.
Nimemwona kwenye geti akiwa na vulana.